Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on, party people? Oh, I didn't mean to turn the volume up on that one. What's going on, my party people? We are here. I've got the scoreboard in the middle of the screen. I don't know why I'm doing that. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy JTLive in the bizzle. Ready to rumble in the jungle, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Helen, what's going on? What is going on, my lovely, lovely Helen? How are you doing today? How art thou doing? How are you? How are you? As Leeds tick the ball around very, very nicely here. Ampadu slowing the game down. Slowing it down supremely, one might say. One might say that indeed. So one might say that indeed. Yes, indeedy. Feed the needy. Do not be greedy. Afternoon, Jack. Wow, long time no see, Jackie boy. Long time no see as Leeds get the ball around the 18-yard box here. Ampadu plays it in. Tanaka on the spin. Oh, go on. Rip it, Statch. Nah, he's giving it to Goodmanson instead, who cuts inside. And cuts back on himself again. Samson Parker. What's going on, my bro? How you doing today? You having a good day? You having a good day? The sun is shining out in England today. Hopefully you are having a phenomenal time. A phenomenal time indeed. You're in Mexico. Damn! Whereabouts in Mexico are you? Whereabouts in Mexico? You on one of those nice resorts? Are you on one of those nice resorts, mate? Cancun. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. I'm in Palma. Damn, you guys all away, huh? I'm out in flipping London right now. I'm missing out. I'm lacking differently right now. You guys are all away. That's quality stuff, man. In Parma. How you finding it out in Parma, my man? How you finding it? Sorry, I'm just having a little trouble with the door here. It won't stay open. I'm trying to get the lighting fixed. I mean, it won't stay shut. Leeds United's defence also not staying shut today. Should be opening up their defence more than our defence is getting opened up. You know what I mean? You're in flipping Scunthorpe. I feel you on that one, mate. I feel you. Lucas Walton, thank you for the follow, my man. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers. Have a great, beautiful game, a.k.a. The Bloodline. Ollie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers. Have a great, beautiful game, a.k.a. The Bloodline. Liam, welcome for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers. Have a great, the beautiful game, a.k.a. The Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother. How do you watch it? On LUTV. I've bought it on LUTV. That's how I've done it, mate. What do I think of Leeds signing so far? Decent, but no cigar, mate. We need that attacking quality. Without that attacking quality, as you're seeing on the pitch right now, Leeds are going to be in for a tough season. Although Leeds putting a very good fight up against AC Milan right now. Dan James bodying his man, but unfortunately not able to win the ball. Here is Schmidt. Puts in a good challenge. Good challenge by Schmidt there. You're significant. Significant. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Is Kaz KW. Firecracker personality. Wow, I appreciate that, Is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind. What have I done to deserve such kindness? Maximilian, my man. Max, 1 in a million, of course. How are you today? How are you today, my brother? How are you today? As Willie G presses the ball down. Presses the ball down nicely, but Joel Piro unable to get on the end of that one. Jensen, welcome in, Jokes. Jensen. What's going on here? Goodmanson down. No, Goodmanson gives the ball away for a AC Milan throw-in. Gonna need a little bit more pressing action from Leeds here, man. Pirot, you stood still like a flipping statue, my man. Get some movement going there, man. I see more movement in a still image. I see more movement in a flipping ninja flossing session. Come on. Uh-oh. Down the left-hand side. Dangerous attack by Milan. And the ball was whizzed across the box. Unable to be dealt with by Caldalo, but it does end up going wide for a Leeds United goal kick. Yeah, very good. Very good, Max, mate. Very, very good, mate. Very, very, very good. Yeah, are you Romanian, Malcolm Reinders? Malcolm Reinders, a fan of the player or just happen to have the same surname, ironically? I am not Romanian. I am Armenian. So it is another Enian, but it is not Anian. It's Armenian. I am half Armenian and half English. That is my background, mate. That is my background. Who's the better team? Very evenly matched game so far. I have to say, AC Milan look like they have the more attacking quality. But Leeds' midfield battle, man. We're doing well in the midfield, I've got to say, man. Really doing well in the midfield. I'm impressed with the midfield right now. We showed good resolve against Villarreal. Battered Man United in the midfield department. And now against AC Milan, we're not doing too badly, I have to say. I have to say, indeed. As they go down the right-hand side, cut it inside Milan now. They're having a little bit of a spell of pressure here. Leeds United under the cosh a little bit. But what's pressure? Pressure is for tyres. This is what I want Leeds to do, man. I want Leeds to press the ball back better. Good tackle by Goodmanson there. Taking it to a real bit of a gem, that Gabriel Goodmanson. Was a bit scared last game when he went down with a little injury there. But he does seem to be manoeuvring around the pitch supremely right now. You're from Liverpool, lad. You're an Evertonian. Well, Malcolm Reinders, mate. I hope you're here next week, my brother, for the big one, my man. I hope you're here for that. That's going to be one heck of a game. Can't wait for that opening game. 8 o'clock Monday at Elland Road. Packed out Elland Road, might I say. Leeds United versus Everton. So, yeah, hopefully you're there for that one. That's going to be a heck of a stream, mate. Heck of a stream. Can't wait to get that Premier League campaign undergo. How are you? Whereabouts in Liverpool are you from? From Toxteth, lad. Used to live with a guy from Toxteth when I was in Manny. My guy, Abdul. Fucking great, lad. How are we looking? We're looking very, very good right now. Although AC Milan, as I said, are having a good spell of pressure. And it is swept up very, very nicely there by Ethan Ampadu as they pan over to Luka Modric on the bench. I mean, that just shows you the vast quality that AC Milan have in that side. So if Leeds are to get anything out of this game, it will be one heck of a feat, one might say. One heck of a feat. Such a great feat that you might see it on OnlyFans very, very soon. You never know. Norris Green. I don't know too much about Norris Green, to be fair. Nice area. Nice area. I have to say, mate, I think Liverpool, especially down south here, gets a tough rap. Oh, my days. What a counter-attack. Pirot gives it out to Tanaka. That's a really shit ball by Pirot, but Tanaka manages to get there. Still driving forward, Tanaka is now. Cuts it back to Willie G, who gives it out to Ethan Ampadu. Sprays it around nicely to Schmidt. Schmidt, can he open his body up here? No, he gives it to Statch instead. Jacked and Statched. Interesting that Longstaff not on the pitch today. Ampadu, Tanaka, and Statch are the three-man midfield. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare against this stacked AC Milan side. Score prediction, Luis, my man. Welcome back, Luis, my guy. Score prediction. Oh, I think this might be a bit of a goal fest. I might say a 2-2 draw, to be fair. I might go for a Desmond 2-2. There's a lot of attacking action going on here. Both sides attacking nicely. Neither side really sitting back too cagily. Taking a couple of risks both sides here. So we could see once the first goal goes in, a couple more goals slide their way into the action here. We played Roma. Everton played Roma. How did you actually get on that game? I haven't seen anything about that. How did you get on? And what do you think of your transfer window so far? How are you feeling going into the next season as an Evertonian fan, or an Evertonian fan as an Evertonian and an Everton fan? Of course, you got a new stadium, so that's pretty exciting for you. It's probably going to take a bit of adapting, though. But how do you think your squad is faring, and managerially? Are you going into this season with confidence, or is it another survival job? You played shit. Okay, doesn't sound very good. Eden710, welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. My brother, welcome in. Welcome. Good to have you here, my man. Good to have you here. Giuseppe Deruda, welcome in. Alessandro, Christian. How have we been doing so far? Very decently, especially the past 5 minutes. We've had a good spell on the ball, to be fair. Good couple of chances we've been creating there. Is the universe infinite size, or is there an ending? That is a rage-old debate. You know, is there an infinite size to it? I mean, the conceivable reality of what the universe actually is so large. In fact, the amount of Milky Ways and galaxies and etc. I mean, they are light years, hundreds of thousands of light years away, these galaxies and stuff. It's so big that it's actually hard to determine whether it is infinite or not. This is just too large for us to actually conceive an imagination of whether it is infinite or not. I mean, to our conceivable conception of what infinity is, it probably is infinite. But there might be an ending to it. We don't actually have the scientific valuation to figure out what that actually is. Is the human brain even able to conceive what that infinity of universe looks like? That's a question I would raise to you. Can you only hear me in your left ear? Oh, what's going on there? Is there actually a problem with you only hearing me in your left ear? Let me know what you guys are saying. Is he the only one having that issue, or are you guys all having that issue right now? If you're all having that issue, let me see what I can do. You kind of sound like Alan Partridge talking about the... Well, that's a great credit, mate. That's a very good compliment. Thank you very much. Alan Partridge is an icon of the comedy game. So, I mean, not that I'm anywhere near him comedically, but thank you so much. That is a very, very kind thing here. Let me see what I can do. General settings. Echo cancellation. Convert to mono. Okay. How about now? Are you hearing me through both sets of ears now? Check now. Please, someone let me know. As Strike goes off for a water break. You hearing me through both ears? Perfectorino, mate. Perfectorino. Glad to have got that sorted. Thank you for letting me know, by the way. You can hear me both, Max? Yeah, I think it was an issue with the mic feed going into the TikTok stream there. So I don't think I'm glad you let me know this. It's all good on the YouTube. We're all good on the YouTube front. Yeah. Hopefully the audio is crisp over there. How are we still drawing, Josh? We are still drawing because we are playing against a very, very, very tough side to break down. AC Milan. You know, these are no slouches. AC Milan they got flipping Luka Modric on the bench. That should just go and tell you the strength and depth that they have. But we are playing very decently considering the opposition we're playing against, and considering the fact we haven't finished making our signings yet. As the Leeds fans are in rapturous applause over there, in full voice over in sunny Dublin right now. We need to play like this in the Prem? Mate, you're telling me. We need to play better than this in the Prem. Where can we watch the game, Hugo? It is on LUTV. You'd have to buy it, of course, or you can watch it here for free. I will try and keep you updated with everything as it's happening. Of course, I'm watching it live right now. The timer is there or there, depending on where you're watching it. Either there or there. And that is in case you do want to watch it and sync it along with me. Or if you just want to keep up to date with everything going on. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you whack this on in the background while you're doing a bit of washing. Maybe you're playing some games. Maybe you're playing some FIFA, some Black Ops 6. New DLC has come out on that. Maybe you're playing that. You just want to whack this on in the background, hear what's going on. Have a good vibe, mate. But those are the options. As Nanto gives it out to Gabriel Goodmanson. Sorry, no, he doesn't. He gives it back to Anton Stach. Jacked and Statched. Gives it across to Rodon. Plays out of the press decently there. Not that there was too much press to get rid of. And Ampadu's fouled. That's a foul, ref. Surely that's a foul. He hasn't gone down that easily, mate. He's not in the red light district. Come on, lad. Flipping heck. Jeez Louise, ref, man. That is never a play on there. That's a dirty foul, man. And they've given AC Milan the attack. If they score here, it would be a great injustice. Real great injustice here. What is the lineup for Leeds United? Well, that is an excellent question, mate. And an excellent question deserves a very prompt answer. The very prompt answer is such. We are starting with Lucas Berry in goal. First start for Leeds United. Joe Rodon and Struijk at centre-back. Isaac Schmidt at left-back. And Gabriel Gudmundsson at right-back. Stach, Ampadu and Tanaka in the three. Well, actually, I don't know why they've laid it out like this. They've actually got it wrong because Gudmundsson is playing left-back and Schmidt is playing right-back. Stach, Ampadu and Tanaka in the three-man midfield. And we are sticking with this 4-3-3. And Pirro up front, Wilfred Gnonto on the left, and Dan James on the right. Once again, another game in which Ramazani finds himself on the bench. Hopefully, he does get on very promptly because he is the main man for Leeds United. Let me tell you that for nothing. What do you get for your dad's 60th? I don't know, mate. Well, funny enough, my dad's 60th is coming up around the corner as well. So that's a very interesting question, mate. What do you get? What does he like? I mean, whiskey is always a go-to for my old man, but you got to say barbecue set, maybe, if he likes barbecue. You know, well, it depends what he likes, depends what he enjoys. Maybe you take him out somewhere. Eden 710, wow, 10 roses. Thank you so much. Let's get some W's in the chat for Eden. And I've just punched my desk, and my monitor has turned off. That is not a good sign. Hang on a second here. That is not a good sign. I just punched my desk really bad. My monitor that actually had my stream up is gone, and it's back. Okay, we are back live. Wow, that was a little bit touch and go for a second there. As Leeds United are under the cosh. Dangerous attack by Milan. It's drilled all the way across the box. And it is skid mark defending once again for Leeds United. That is a terrible goal to concede. We were playing well today in the game, but the first goal has gone by way of AC Milan. Lucas Berry unable to do anything about that one. Question marks potentially raised as to whether he's better than Ilan Meslier. Could that be a question finding its way over to the surface of debates? Let's see a little replay on this one. Played down the left-hand side. Skins Schmidt very easily. Plays it all the way across. It's dummied nicely. Oh, that is a good flick on, mate. That's a good flick on. Let's see here. Down the left-hand side. Lovely little flick through. Oh, mate. Tanaka, right side of his man. He's the right side of his man. It's gone just behind him, and it's a beautiful... That is a beautiful flick across to Jimenez there, man. That is a bit of quality. You could say it was a bit easy, but that was quality play, man. I'm sorry, that was quality play. The flick through, where he dummied it and little flick with the inside of his right foot down the left-hand side for the original ball was really good. And then as the ball comes across, it's a lovely flick with the outside of his right foot there. I mean, you could say Leeds made it a little bit easy. There was a few gaps in that defence there. I think Schmidt should have closed his man down earlier, but that was just... Sometimes you got to hold your hands up when there's a quality play like that, and that was a quality goal. I mean, you can always prevent these things. Most goals do, you know, rely on some sort of mistake from the opposition, but that was a bit of quality there, man. And that is what Leeds United need to be prepared for, which is why we do need an extra defensive acquisition. I don't think our defense is quite good enough for the Premier League, because you are going to be coming up against these kind of sides where they get a half sniff of goal and they have the quality to just carve you open. It's not the Championship where sides are going to be mucking around and missing these kind of chances. You give these sides in the Premier League or top sides like AC Milan half a sniff in front of goal, and you are asking to be punished there. And Leeds United were punished big time. Gnonto and Schmidt are terrible. Why is Bogle not in the squad, KB? He is injured. Yeah, he's injured. Reports that he might be out till Christmas even. He's got a really bad injury going on there, which is why Leeds United need a new signing there. We back again. Injured, I think. 7? What 7, Jack? It's Jack! I thought that was Jack AFC there. It's Jack. What's going on, my guy? My G, no string. How are you, bro? What about 7, by the way? How was the goal, mate? It was a bit of quality. As I said, Schmidt could have closed his man down earlier. Good defensive work there by Tanaka. Unable to get the ball up the field, but good work rate. And he does give away a free kick. This referee's in their back pocket, man. This is a bit criminal. Yeah, But it's a bit of quality, mate. Bit of quality. Now, Leeds have not scored, as you can see by this scoreboard there or there, depending on where you're watching it. And as I said, it is a 1-0 lead to AC Milan right now. Leeds United have conceded. Do you think Perry will be Perry? Lucas Perry is with an I, not a Y. Lucas Perry will be good in the Prem. Too early to say. Million watching Leeds play AC Milan. Too early to say, mate. Too early to say. I gotta hope so. Haven't seen too much of him from a positive light this game. But then again, he hasn't had too much to do aside from that goal there, which again was a tough one for him to really do anything about. Ball whipped across the box there very, very well. Leeds are doing fairly good, Anakin. Disappointing to concede that goal because we've actually been very well served this game. Very, very well served. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing in the manner in which we conceded because Leeds have had a very good game, in my opinion. Very, very good game. Haven't looked outclassed at all, really. Haven't looked outclassed as Milan spray the ball over to the left-hand side here. Good cross into the box, and it is dealt with by Lucas Perry. Very, very calm, cool, and collected there was Perry, who absolutely launches the ball over to Wilfred Gnonto on the left-hand side. Beautiful long throw there. Gnonto keeps it in with a great bit of skill. Gudmundsson flicks it over first time to Piro. Oh, keeper's come out and collected that very, very nicely there. Wow, you speak about Lucas Perry. That was really good there. Confidence, calm, controlled, comes out, picks up the ball, and then launches a long throw over to Wilfred Gnonto there, which, you know, if sides are going to press up high against Leeds and we are going to catch them on the counter-attack, that is a very, very good way of doing it. I mean, there's been question marks over his ability with the ball at his feet, but, I mean, if his quality of delivery is that good with his hands, if his final ball is that good with his hands, then, I mean, do you need him to be able to play with his feet with that kind of quality? As Schmidt gets the ball down the right-hand side here, plays it back to Tanaka. Good bit of space in front of them to work with here. Leeds finally getting a little bit more control. It was a bit frantic after conceding that goal. Now we've got control of the ball again, deep inside AC Milan's half. We finally got the ball into the final third, but Stach gives it back to Struijk. Picking it around nicely now. Postman Cap! What's going on, my brother? My brother in arms. How are you today, Postman Cap? Ooh, lovely little feint by Stach there. Lets the ball roll on to Gnonto. Tries to carve an angle for a shot. Is unable to do so, so gives it across to Roden. Less angles than a geometry class going on right now for Leeds United. Geometry is shape. That wouldn't be angles. It would be trigonometry for angles. My bad. As Leeds United now give the ball out to the right-hand side. Gives it back out to Tanaka. Go on, Struijk. Gudmundsson. Gnonto. Gudmundsson. Oh, lovely flick through to Gnonto. Can he get the cross in? Terrible cross, but Leeds have a corner from it. En canal está jugando. Cristian comunica. ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano? Santa Jiménez. Mexico. I'm going to be in Leeds for the Everton match. Really important first match. Really, really important first match, man. Really important first match. I need to start off with a win there, especially because we have both... what do we call it? Because we have a really, really tough couple of games after that, and then the international break after the third game. Arsenal and Newcastle are going to be tough games to get points out of, so we really need to start off with a win at home against Everton. If we lose that game, you know, we're really up against the cost. You don't want to be going into the international break with, you know, 1 point out of three, you know what I mean? Or 0 points out of your first three. That's not a good way to go into the international break. Not sure what Schmidt is doing here, as we didn't start him in the Championship over Byram. That's a good point, actually. This is a very good point. Obviously, Bogle's injured, that's why, but... yeah, it's a good point. Are you trying to put him in the shop window? Like, yeah, he didn't trust him at all in the Championship, even over Byram. You're right. I didn't even think about that, because I would have always played Schmidt over Byram. Why is it? Yeah, especially at right back. Yeah, that's an interesting point, mate. Interesting point. How is Santa Jiménez doing? Muy bien. Desafortunado. Muy bien. He's actually, what do you call it? He scored a goal to put Leeds United 1-0 down. So, Unfortunately, that is the case, mate. What do you mean, what channel? Marco, my guy. Anakin, do you think Leeds are Prem-worthy with the new signings? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We're Prem-worthy. Oh, what the fuck is that, Schmidt? He's let it run for a corner there. He's very, very annoyed with himself there. We just need a bit more attacking quality, one more defensive acquisition. We need to shore up the attacking midfield role and shore up one more wide area and then a top number 9. That's what we need. No Name has followed. Welcome to the family of those forward-thinking pioneers to have a great, beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome, my brother. Rory, welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to have a great, beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Good to have you here, my brother. Great to have you here, should I say, mate. Comma, how you playing? Hiya, how are we playing? Playing decently, mate. Playing decently. Santa Jimenez again with another shot. This time whistling wide of the goal. Corner was whipped in by AC Milan. Finds Jimenez again, who wins the header. Sorry, not wide, over the goal. Santa Jimenez really having a good game today, mate. He's getting a lot of action in front of that Leeds United goal. How is United getting all these players? Which United? Man United? Because they have buckets worth of money and PSR is a bit corrupt in the fact that it is designed to help the current top 6 in English football with its revenue rules and all of that, etc., which is why they're constantly able to outbid other clubs, despite the fact you have their owner in Ratcliffe coming out saying, we got no money. Yeah, sure you don't, mate. You just went and splashed flipping almost 300 odd flipping million once again. So, what a top waffler. Like, get this guy an IHOP sponsorship. Am I right or am I right? Neildly followed the live creator. Neildly, welcome to the family of 14 money. It's never goes to a beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother. Opinions on Liverpool this next season. Opinions on Liverpool. I think Liverpool are going to have a very good campaign because they have made some great signings. Ekitike, very good signing. Florian Wirtz, very good signing. Denzel Dumfries, very good signing. So I think they will have a very, very good year once again. Especially if they get Isak. I think if they get Isak, that could be the league title wrapped up, to be fair to you. Could be fair to you. Yeah, we need a number 9 big time. We do need a number 9 big time. Although, if they do get Isak, there is a high chance that Newcastle go in for Rodrigo Muniz. Not that Leeds are confirmed to get him or anything, but, you know, if we could get Muniz, what a signing that would be. Who do you think will get relegated? I think Burnley will get relegated. I think Brentford have a great chance of getting relegated, unless if they really fix up their ideas in the transfer market. Lost their manager, brought a set-piece coach guy in. Really lost all of their best players in there. Have been absolutely ransacked. Like my stomach after a Vindaloo on a hot summer's night. Yeah, I think they will struggle. I think West Ham could be in a bit of a tough situation themselves, to be fair to you. I think Sunderland will have a good year, and I do believe Leeds United will have more than enough to stay up if we do get the rest of these deals done. As Tanaka tries to close his man down the right-hand side come AC Milan. Once again, Tanaka slides in. Uncharacteristically of him, doesn't quite reach the ball there. Is he finding a little step up in quality to be a challenge here? Tanaka, one thing to definitely keep your eye out for. I do rate him and believe he will turn into one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. But, you know, a couple of misplaced challenges here today. But then again, he's working his socks off in there. And he's playing in a new position, really. Not the not part of that two-man defensive midfield anymore. He's been told to attack a little bit more. Been given a little bit more attacking responsibility, which isn't really his game. And here come Leeds on the counter-attack again. It's Wilfred Nonto. Lovely shimmy. Plays a great ball out to Dan James. Can he beat the race to the goalkeeper there? Or beat the race to the ball against the goalkeeper, who tries to clear it for a throw-in. It's kept on by Dan James. Can he drive forward and get a cross in? No, he gives it back to Ampadu, playing the slow play here, Leeds. Ampadu, can he get a cross in? There's no bodies in the box for Leeds. Schmidt is the only one actually making a run in there. No one's giving him an option to get a cross in there. It's too slow for Leeds, man. It's too slow and passive. It's similar to how we were playing in the Championship a lot last year. I thought it'd be different against higher quality opposition, but it's too slow. We had a real opportunity to break in there, even if it's a 2 versus 5. Have some guts to get some balls into the box to make some challenging runs to defend there. Sabranmisi, thank you for sharing the live, man. Sorry, Sablami Limbasasa. Thank you so much for sharing the live. That actually helps me so much. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, my brother, man. Anakin, welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace a beautiful game, aka the Bloodline. Beast and Leeds. What about Beast and Leeds? Schmidt has the work rate and effort, but not the ability to match. Are you from version Leeds? I don't know what version Leeds is, and I'm not from Beast and Leeds. No, I'm not from Beeston. I'm not from Yorkshire, lad. I'm from London. I'm a London geezer. Nah, I'm not from Beeston. Nah, I'm from very far away. I'm from North London. North London is where I'm from. Lovely ball into the box. Not quite dealt with there. Not quite dealt with. Oliver Jam. I'm from Wakefield. I'm not from Wakey Wines. No, not from Yorkshire. Piro! Oh, double save by the keeper. Tanaka was in there for the rebound. Could have been a goal for Leeds there. How did I become a Leeds fan? Born and bred in London, of course. But my dad, who ironically enough was born in Milan, is not Italian, despite the fact we have Italian family, was born in Milan, moved back to the Middle East, and then moved over to England. When he was young, and when he was young, he moved over to England. Leeds and Liverpool were the top two dogs. So he did end up becoming a Leeds United fan. I then became a Leeds United fan through proxy of that being my father's club. Had to follow my father's club in supporting Leeds United. And I've been a Leeds fan ever since. You know, my entire life I've been a Leeds fan. Before I could even really know what football was, when I was 1 or 2 years old, Leeds shirt was hoisted on me. I was being thrown into the ceiling as Leeds escaped relegation against Arsenal. And, you know, ever since then, it's just been Leeds through and through. You're born and bred in Bramley. Always been a Leeds fan. Whereabouts is Bramley, by the way? Sorry, my geography isn't the best. That is half-time, by the way. Unfortunately, Leeds couldn't quite get the goal there. But Leeds United with a decent half there. Almost nicked an equaliser right at the end there. Leeds United in for some good action. I did as well. Church Street, well, my dad lives there. Ossett. Where's Ossett as well? That is, I don't know, my geography is clearly getting exposed here to a very high level. Says he's from London, but doesn't know where Putney is. Hey, Postman Cat, get out of here, mate. Get out of here, mate. What are you trying to... Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you're trying to get on me, huh? Trying to go into me, huh? Yeah? No, I don't actually know. Yeah. I told you, man, my geography is absolute cheeks, mate. It is sandy cheeks. I would like to see Tanaka tackle Modric. That would be good. Yeah. One for the highlight reel, for sure. One for the highlight reel. If Modric has to get on the pitch first while Tanaka's still on there. Go to Dewsbury Road and do a vlog. What the heck is Dewsbury Road, mate? What, Dewsbury Hall? Kin and Dewsbury Hall, mate? What do you want me to go to his house? What's going on here, man? Born and bred in Bradford, but I was made in the Royal Navy. But I am a Leeds fan due to my grandfather. Ah, lovely stuff, mate. Your grandfather clearly a very intellectual man. Tanaka and Modric shirt swap. Lucky for Modric, mate. Are you kidding me? They could be that lucky to get a Tanaka shirt. Would love a result here. Same here. LUFC Bijou. I live in Heckmorwindy. Been all over Yorkshire. Nonto has been I don't think he's been shocking. I think he's been good on the counter-attack, actually. His final ball hasn't been great, but he's been posing a good threat. And his hold-up play, when Leeds have actually counter-attacked and pinged the ball, long balls up, his hold-up play has been better than anyone else on the pitch. It's been better than James and better than Perot. And, you know, Perot should be the hold-up man, bringing other people into the game. But it's actually Nonto who's breaking the lines, holding the ball up, and allowing our midfield to press up and giving the ball to them. It's actually Nonto who's holding the ball up and allowing us to attack a little bit more. Why are the kits garbage this year, home and away? I've got to disagree with you, mate. I think our home kit is pretty beautiful. Our away kit's pretty nice as well, I'd have to say. What don't you like about him? What don't you like about him, Joshua? Nice to have you here, Joshua, by the way. You have the wrong lineup, Paul? Yeah, I'm pretty... I am aware I have the wrong lineup. Funnily enough, AC Milan also don't have Jensen, Romain S, Honeyman, Langstaff, Saville, Wintle, McNamara, Cooper. Yeah, they don't have those in their team either. Give you a prize if you can if you can figure out which lineup this game was from last year. If you can figure that out. Do they still have Liao? They do still have Liao. They do. Near the Barracuda fish shop. We look good. We do look good. Only player you think has been poor is Schmidt. Damn. You are a legend. Thank you so much, Paul, mate. You are a legend. Not me. I'm a mere custodian of your time. The basic and bold line up enough. Too basic, not bold, and lined up enough. What do you mean? Oh, the kits, sorry. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I think sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more, mate. Sometimes less is more. Josh, thank you for thank you for that, mate. I appreciate that, my brother, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love. Love for the love. Appreciate you for that love, man. Appreciate you, my man. You can really hear the Leeds fans through the screen. You can. You can. Hopefully my audio's not on. I don't want to be getting copyright striked. Nonto got greedy. Could have passed to Piro. That free kick led directly to a goal. That is a shocking decision. Game's gone. Yeah, actually, that was from the free kick that Tanaka should have got, wasn't it? Or that Tanaka gave away after he should have got one. Or Ampadu should have got one. Then Tanaka... Yeah, you're right, actually, mate. You're right, mate. A little bit of jiggery pokery going on here. Not a fan, actually, now that I think about it, mate. A little bit of match scripting going on. Yeah, hang on a second. Hopefully that's nothing that's going to carry on to the Premier League campaign. Yeah, Stats gave it away, never a foul. Got to disagree with you there, mate. Got to disagree with you. I remember Liverpool putting a recorded atmosphere in their stadium. Yeah, I remember. Wasn't that, sure that was Liverpool. Was that during COVID time? I could have sworn that was like Spurs, not Liverpool. Because they were getting rinsed for being plastics or something because of it. Spurs or City. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Liverpool. Stats gave it away, never a foul. We're being robbed again. How are Leeds playing? Pretty decently, mate. Pretty decently. Not too bad, mate. To be fair, we are playing well. I've got to say we are playing well. Okay, I am just going to quickly go to the toilet, by the way. I'm literally going to be 1 minute. So let me know what you guys think you guys would change in the second half, by the way. Don't go leaving. I'm literally going to be back in a second. So let me know what you guys would change in the second half. Please let me know. I'll be back in a second. Let me just get this. Oh, finally, back. You're a legend. What do you think of Pirlo, though? I like him, but I don't think he's good enough to lead in the Premier League. JT, they have all been behaving. Josh, Schmidt is awful. IMO. Graham Boldy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother. I'm enjoying the football, to be honest. It's been really good. They're playing decent. It's decent. You're at the match right now, Tom. How is the atmosphere over in sunny Dublin right now? How is the atmosphere? What do you think of Pirlo, though? I like him, but I don't think he's good enough to lead in the Premier League. That is an interesting take, and one in which I would agree with. I don't think he is enough to be the main man by himself. I think we do need to sign a top striker on top of him. He's not really done too much today, Pirlo, to be fair. It's sick. Yeah, glad to hear it, mate. I've heard good things, and I can see the fans in rapturous applause over there in the Dublin away end for Leeds United. Will bricks beat the West? What does that mean? Will bricks beat the West? Oh, Brazil, Russia, India, China. You mean the BRIC nations? Will the BRIC nations beat the West? A little bit of a political one there. I mean, you've got to presume within the next 20, 50 years, these BRIC nations, due to their infrastructure potential, due to their mass populations, the mass populaces, should I say, and the relatively cheap labor costs that they have over there, you got to presume that they are definitely going to rival the West in the coming days, months, and years. You got to presume they will. Whether they'll defeat the West, you don't know. I mean, some of them share similar philosophies to the West. Some of them share opposing philosophies to the West. So it's a bit more complicated than just will they beat the West. But definitely in the next 20, 50 years, for sure, they are going to rise exponentially, and their global footprint and their economic power is definitely going to exponentially rise. Fiver de la partita. Giuseppe, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? I think we need a backup right back. Byram and Schmidt behind Bogle is terrible. Yeah, we definitely need some more quality there. Large Jackson! Thank you for the follow and welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace a beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Matty, thank you for the follow and welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace a beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline, my brother. Champions again, ole ole. When does the second half start? It starts very, very soon, Ronan. Very, very soon. Milligan, champions again, ole ole. Stats looking class. Need a 9, a 10, and a good winger. Schmidt is miles out of it. He is a little bit off the pace today, you have to say. Not considering this is how Milan play, and this is by far their main team. It is, yes, mate, you got to say, yeah, this isn't, well, yeah, this is not full strength. They are missing some players, but this is a very, very good Milan side we're playing against here. Very, very good. Stats looking class. Need a 9, 10, and a good winger. Schmidt is miles out of it. Yeah, I got to agree with you, man. I do got to agree with you, mate. We do need a 9, 10, and a good winger. 100%, man. 9, 10, winger, and a backup fullback. 100%. That's what we need. Get it done. Leeds always better in the second half. Well, we got to hope so, Milligan. And the second half will be coming up shortly as the players go on to warm up, some of the bench players. So I believe we will be starting the second half in about 3, 4, 5 minutes, something like that. What about Rasmus Højlund to Leeds? Oh, get out of here, mate. Get out of here. They play against Chelsea tomorrow as well. That's why they're missing so many. Yeah, it's a good point. Well, they're missing some for the Chelsea game as well. They've got a few absentees for that. Is it tomorrow? Surely they're not playing them tomorrow. I know they are playing Chelsea. But it's not tomorrow, is it? Surely it's not tomorrow. Yeah, it is. It's Sunday, 3 p.m. It is tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow. It literally is tomorrow. We're going to get Harry Gray versus Modric in the second half. Poor kid. Yeah, poor Modric, mate. Poor Modric. Yeah. I completely blanked it was that soon that they're playing him. That's really weird, actually. Yeah, that's really weird. So you'll probably see quite a lot of changes from AC Milan right now. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to fill up this water bottle. Give me 20 seconds. The second half hasn't started yet, so we will be back for that. Just give me literally a quick 20 seconds here. What's going on? We are back, ready to rumble. Meow. Dishishi, indeed. Yeah, Harry Gray versus Modric. Second half is posed to start relatively shortly. Second half is posed to start relatively shortly, yeah. Players are on the pitch now. Okafor is on the pitch for AC Milan. Marco T, welcome in. Josue, Giza, 1, 2, 3 with the lamb roll tweezer. I am Muerte. Makic, Ryan Harrison, Gingerina, Mario. Thomas Dobiagio, Ilian, King Official, King Official, thank you for the follow and welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers that ever graced the beautiful game, aka the Bloodline. Welcome in. Bro, Man United players are good players in a bad system. Look at Rashford and Anthony jumping after leaving. Yeah, bro, Rashford hasn't exactly, set the world on light at Villa, has he? So, I mean, Rashford is always a checkered patch kind of guy. Good season, bad season, good season, bad season. Anthony, yes, and I do agree with you that there are a lot of players, Jadon Sancho, Anthony, etc., Jadon Sancho, Anthony, plethora, Di Maria, players that should have been top players, that were top players, that came over to Man United and their careers hit a big fat downfall. Alexis Sanchez, another one. So you got to look at the fact that it is true, but at the same time, is Rasmus Højlund one of those guys? No, he is not. Rasmus Højlund is just not that guy. He's just not that guy. Gudmundsson looks good, or however you spell it. Close, to be fair. Close. Very, very close. Who wants to make 50 quid? Message me. I don't know, man. That sounds a bit booky, mate. Sounds a bit booky. Is it still half time? It is still half time. Second half is about to start. Very, very shortly. Cody West, the second GOAT. Yes. We ain't winning this one, Oliver. Well, where's some faith, mate? Have some faith. Leeds United can easily win this. Come on. We've played well. We have played very, very well. Played very, 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 very well. Very, very well. Very, very well. At portions of the game, of course. In portions. It's all in portions. Is it still half time? It is still half time. Well, not soon. It's not. The second half is about to start. Let me just sort this out. As Leeds United get the ball rolling at the back there. 46 minutes. Let me just get this all Cinco de Mayo weekended. Okay. Should be good. Yep, the timer is synced up. There we go. 46 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock so far. Do you think that Lucas Belli is going to be a good keeper in the Prem next year? Too early to say. I was asked this question little bit ago. Too early to say. Need to see how he performs here. Stupinian fouls Dan James there. Good free kick opportunity for Leeds here on a dead ball situation. Who will take it though? Probably Statch, mate. He put in a couple of great deliveries last game. A couple of great crosses into the box. Good whip on his set pieces as well. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Too early to say. He did have one good part where he claimed the ball very, very nicely and launched it up to Nonto. Very, very well. And it is Statch to take this, as I presumed it would be. Great delivery into the box. Oh, just a bit too much on it. Ampadu tries to flick it back across. Is that a Leeds corner, though? It is a Leeds corner resulting from it. Good bit of play to keep that alive there. Milan, Anto, my man. How are you, my man? A big Milan fan. Juve over Milan, Anto. Damn. Juve over Milan. Juventus. Malcolm Reinders, early 2000s. AC Milan used to be a big club in the UCL in the 90s, mate. They are still a Colossus club. They always have been a Colossus club in world football, AC Milan. You're right, in the 90s and even the early 2000s, they did have a lot of European pedigree. Under Carlo Ancelotti, Champions League final after Champions League final. Great players, Hernan Crespo. Come on, man. There's some great players in there, man. They kind of fell off the wagon a little bit in the 2010s in terms of their presence within major European finals. But then there's been a bit of an Italian club resurgence of late. Yes, Juventus had a good spell in the 2010s, of course, but since then, Inter Milan, 2 Champions League finals. Granted, they lost both of them. AC Milan, couple of Scudettos under their belt. Been a bit of a resurgence for a lot of Italian clubs, especially in Europe recently. A lot of resurgence for the Italian clubs. AC Milan, Inter Milan probably exceeding AC Milan in European competitions. They beat AC Milan in the Champions League semi-final actually a few years ago. So that's definitely one to watch out for. AC Milan started falling after the sale of Kaká. I think it was a bit more to do than just the sale of Kaká. Kaká was obviously one of the Galactico-esque signings of Real Madrid. I remember getting his Real Madrid shirt when he actually signed for Real Madrid. Not that I'm a Real Madrid fan at all. I'm actually more of a Barcelona guy than a Real Madrid guy. Much more of a Barcelona guy than a Real Madrid guy. But yeah, I wouldn't say that was the deciding factor. It was quite a lot of things, but that was one of them. Actually, to be fair, I'm doing them a disservice, the Italian clubs, because Inter Milan won the Champions League under Jose Mourinho in the early 2010s, actually. So it's more the mid-part of the 2010s where the Milan clubs kind of fell off a little bit. Yes, granted, AC Milan kind of haven't had that same pedigree since, but yeah, the Kaká signing was around that time period where they did start to fall off a little bit. But then again, I'm a Leeds fan. I can't talk about clubs falling off. We used to have European pedigree. Not anymore, mate. Not anymore. Now we got the pedigree of a damn chihuahua in Europe. We need to rebuild and restart. So I really hope the 49ers vision is actually going to come to fruition. We've heard so much from Radrizzani, etc. about this new stadium, European football. Never really happened. Hopefully under the 49ers, that does happen. Championship, way stronger. Championship is the 8th strongest league in world football. 8th strongest league. Might even be higher, to be fair. In terms of the money that's in the Championship, the average footballing quality, yes, it's nowhere near the Premier League. It's nowhere near the top European competitions, but it's better than a lot of other countries' major leagues in terms of the draw power that these clubs have and the size of these clubs in these leagues. The Championship can't be laughed at too much when it comes to world football. Yes, compared to the Premier League, there's a bit of a drop now, but the Premier League is by far and above, way above any other league in world football. Up the Leeds, man. Up the Leeds indeed, Roms. How you feeling about Leeds' summer so far, Roms? Or anyone, for that matter. Yeah, better than the Eredivisie, I'd say. Better than the Eredivisie. Overall quality, better than the Eredivisie. Granted, the top couple of teams within that league, yes, exceed the clubs in the Championship, aside from maybe Leeds. Am I right? Or am I left? But in terms of the overall quality within the league, the overall money within the league, the infrastructure of the league, I would say is even a patch above the Eredivisie, in my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Are we playing well, George? George Deaton, like Lewis Deaton, a.k.a. LUFC Lewis, my guy. Leeds are playing well. Yeah, Leeds are playing well. Very, very well. You know, a bit unfortunate to be losing right now. We've held ourselves in good esteem here. Santa Jimenez is prepared to come back onto the pitch after a short spell off. Little injury picked up there. Can we not get a bit of commentary in the background? Only commentary I can find is AC Milan fans. You mean commentary from me or the commentary from the match audio? If I put the match audio commentary on, it will get copyright struck and we will not be here anymore. So unfortunately, I cannot put the match audio on. But I can give you some up-to-date stuff, which is what we're doing here. We're having a little chinwag, having a little conversation and watching the game, of course, as Gabriel Gudmundsson now picks up the ball deep into the AC Milan half. Again, a little bit slow from Leeds, but we are picking it around nicely here. Definitely started the second half off much better than AC Milan. Gudmundsson plays it into Gnonto. Be excited to see a couple of changes here for Leeds. I want to see Ramazani on that pitch right now. I think he could carve that AC Milan side open very, very well. Here's Schmidt down the right-hand side. Good run from him. Schmidt cuts inside nicely. It's a terrible end ball, though. Schmidt is having a great game today. I have to say, he's having a great game. And he's also having a stinker at the same time. It's a weird one. It's a weird paradox here. So many parts of his game. His fitness has been really, really good. His off-the-ball runs have been very, very good. His tracking back has been very, very good. But his final quality on his balls have been, very, very poor. Good cross in there by Leeds, though. That might have been actually Schmidt, as I said that. Gnonto tried to flick it on. That was a great chance for Leeds that we didn't capitalise on there. Good squad signings till now, but still need 2 or 3 for our attack. Agree 100%, mate. Factos. What about Solomon joining Leeds? It's gone a little bit quiet on that front right now. We've been linked with quite a few other players instead of Manor Solomon. But I wouldn't be against bringing him in. Not quite as excited as I was when we first finished the campaign. Because I still want to sign a top winger on top of him. I don't want our wide areas to be the same as they were in the Championship. I want an extra bit of quality. So I would like us to really splash the cash on a top winger. Igor Pajau obviously was that man. Unfortunately, it didn't quite come to fruition. I do want Jack Harrison out of the side as well, so we can structure our wide areas accordingly. What happened to Perry? What about Perry? What do you mean what happened to him? Oh, he's come off the pitch. That's what you mean. He's come off the pitch for Caldalo. Just a change, mate. Nothing big. Just to get Caldalo some minutes. Pre-season, this is the way Fark's kind of been doing it. He's actually been making more changes at halftime usually than this. It's just the one change today. Just Perry off for Caldalo. I guess he likes what he's seeing from a lot of his players out on the pitch right now. We prefer Backwell over Solomon. Yep. Forest obviously big in for him. They just had a bid rejected. £30 million is the price you would have to pay. That was covered in today's South Stand signings. If you haven't seen it after this stream, make sure you go and check that out. A few things to talk about. Priscilla Mulenga followed the live creator. Thank you very much, Priscilla, my man. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game. How do you feel about Taremi joining Leeds United? I'm not mad at it as long as we sign another striker alongside it. I don't want that to be, our main striking acquisition of the summer. So it doesn't make too much sense to me, considering we've already got Nemecha Piro there. So I think we'd probably sign one more and then have Harry Gray as the fourth, is my presumption. Unless if he's going to sack off Harry Gray and put him in the 5th striking position. It's not 100% no, but Leeds are definitely very, very keen on getting him. It is closing in on happening, actually, ironically enough. Piro, unlucky there. Why aren't we going all out for Mitrovic? Because his wages are too high. He's on 400 grand a week right now. Our current most highest paid player in the club is Patrick Bamford still on £70,000 a week, which we were able to offer these wages when we first got promoted because we weren't hamstrung by PSR. Now that PSR's come in, it's actually really, really finessing Leeds United. So we are getting screwed in that department. So that is why we're not going all out for Mitrovic. We can afford the transfer fee. It's just the wages that's going to be an issue for him. Tops we'd be able to offer him would be 80 to 100 grand a week. And that's a lot for Leeds' current infrastructure. We are still in for Dovbyk. Yeah, we are still in for him. No major updates as of yet, though, for Dovbyk. A couple of other strikers Leeds have been looking at. Leeds made a formal offer for... a guy I made a video on today. Flipping heck, man. My memory has just absolutely shanked me. The name has completely mispassed me there. But we put in a good bid for him, but he rejected the move. So Leeds are looking at a plethora of strikers. Kristovic still on the radar as well. Leon Sin Mikutadze. I always have trouble with that one. Way too expensive would be 30 to 45 million pounds. That's not too expensive. It's the wages for me. I don't think that would be too expensive. 30 to 45 million pound transfer fee. Considering we're willing to spend that on Rodrigo Muniz, I don't think that is too expensive. Yeah, he'd be a good signing. We could do that, see. Who's the difference, Nick? Statch absolutely bodies his man on the floor there. Good challenge by Statch. Absolutely bommels him there. Whoa, that looked a bit sus for a second there. That looked a little bit susserino. Jose Francisco Diaz Flores, thank you for the follow, my man. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever graced a beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother. Any left wing or number 10 updates? Number 10, I think we are looking pretty... We know exactly who we're going for in the number 10 position. We already know. It's just a matter of whether Leicester are going to let him go or not, which I do believe they are going to let him go. He's very keen on a move to Leeds United, but it's going to be... there haven't been any major updates this weekend. I presume that will pick up steam on the Monday and Tuesday. Aside from the Pajal thing, it's kind of rare for a lot of business to be done on the weekends. Well, from what I've seen, the way the 49ers have moved. Usually we have a bit of a quiet spell on the weekends, and then weekdays is where things get picked back up again. But I think that this, the lack of attacking pedigree from Leeds United on display right now, the lack of attacking quality, might force Leeds' hands to really bolster up ideas in the transfer market. Lovely flick by Perot to Nonto. And speaking of lack of attacking quality, that is a chance Leeds should have been scoring. It's been called offside. Forget the offside. That should have been in the back of the net there. Let's have a look. It might have been on anyway. It was on. So VAR would have helped us out there. Perot flicks it into Nonto, and that is a terrible cross into the box by Nonto there. Really, really terrible. Should have shot because no one was giving him an option in the box there. Should have shot. Yeah, that's a terrible option there. Oh, you want Rafa back? I want Rafa back, mate. After he wins his Ballon d'Or, maybe he'll come back and help Leeds get ourselves some Champions League football. But yeah, our favourite player of all time, me, Rafinha, mate. Favourite Leeds player of all time. Yeah, he's been nominated. Of course, he should win it, man. He should win the whole Ballon d'Or. He's been by far the best player this year in world football. And, mate, I'm going to look like a flipping oracle because the amount of time... I've done the Leeds stuff for quite a few years now. And I've been mugged off left, right, and centre for saying, he says some stupid things. A lot of them have come true, all right? The Pirot thing, the Ramazan... Not the Ramazani thing, what do you call it? The Somerville thing. When he was coming under flak, they say he was going to be the man. And the Firpo thing. But most notoriously now, the Rafinha thing. After his first game for Leeds, I actually made a video and said this guy is going to win a Ballon d'Or. So if he goes on and does it 3 or 4 years later, what can I say, mate? What can I say? But, man, he deserves it. What a fucking player, man. Pardon my French. If you had to make 3 signings, who would it be? Rodrigo Muniz? Oh! Lovely cross in. Flick down by Nonto. Bit of pinball action there. Here we go. Tanaka picks it up from deep, though. Here's Ampadu. Lot better from Leeds United in the final third right now. Gudmundsson gives it to Tanaka. Tanaka, can he get the cross in? No, he gives it back to Struijk, who gives it out to the left-hand side. It's Gabriel Gudmundsson again. What's his crossing ability like? Let's see it. Little shimmy here, little step over, inside step over. Yeah, Muniz would be my main option. Khanous, maybe. If you're talking ideal world, Gustavo Hamer would be my ideal number 10. Rodrigo Muniz would be my ideal number 9. And in the wide areas, there's just not a lot of great players that are being linked with us in the wide areas, to be fair to you, mate. Since the Pajau thing fell through. Wide areas, I'll have to wait and see what's going to become available in the coming weeks. But yeah. Or even, to be fair, without Muniz, I would love either Muniz or Calamuendo. But probably Muniz for the Premier League experience. Here's Anton Stach. Stach, can he get the cross in? It's a decent cross in. It's headed away. It's a terrible cross in, actually. It's a decent whip on the ball, but terrible actual quality on the ball. Oh, Schmidt. Good play there. Great play, Schmidt. Keeps the ball alive for Leeds United there. Good bit of play there. Put his body on the line for Leeds there. And here's Tanaka now. He's got options in front of him. Finds Pirro. First touch. Strike. Off balance. Left foot. And it's well wide of the target. Good opportunity. Good position. Rushed it there. Fortune teller. What can I say, mate? Yours would be Dembele, Rafa, and... Shut up. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, okay, alright, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Dream signings, okay. Yeah, dream signings, I hear you, mate. Mine would be Rafinha, and Rafinha. If we're talking dream signings. Rutter and Pirro would work well. Well, they didn't work well in their first stint in the Championship at all, actually, in my opinion. I thought that putting Rutter in the number 9 and Pirro in the number 10 just didn't really click. Whereas when Bamford was playing with Rutter, it was different gravy in there, man. Different gravy. What about Nigerian striker Toluwalese Arokodare? 24-year-old striker that plays for Genk. Again, man, if you're talking ideal scenario, Muniz, man. Muniz. He would fit in seamlessly in there. Lizzie Pandas, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the founding the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Marshall, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, my G. No string. 23 goals and 5 assists for Genk. Whew. Good stats, man. Good stats. Brojal Felix, trying to say why are players retiring so soon? They're not retiring. They're just getting bucket loads of money. That's what they're doing, mate. Bucket loads of money, mate. In fact, Mitrovic, who was on 400 grand a week, is fucking phenomenal, mate. Considering the fact that Alexander Isak can barely get himself a couple of 150 grand a week at Newcastle. So, I mean, it's just the money, mate. They're just going to pack up their bank balance, and you can't blame them, mate. When Henderson is getting offered 800 grand a week, you know, you cannot turn those kind of numbers down. I haven't been able to watch the game. How's it going? Leeds have dominated this second half, I have to say. And we're about to make a litany of changes. 5 changes here. Aronson, Nemetra, Gruev, Byram, and Longstaff all coming onto the pitch. 6 changes, sorry. No Ramazani. Interesting. But we've really played well in the second half here. Really played well in the second half. Alright, just give me 1 second while these changes come in. Dan James is off for Aronson. Here we go here, though. Leeds United back on the break here. Got to tack down the left-hand side. Goodmanson with the ball in. Goodmanson! Holy Sigma! He's absolutely rifled it in! Oh, my days! Gabriel Goodmanson. It's not even Goodmanson, mate. It's Anton Stach. Jacked and statched. Back at the ready. Oh, my damn. Anton Stach has absolutely rifled it in from 30 yards. Oh my days. Anton Stach, he's jacked, he's statched, and he is ready for Premier League football. Holy Sigma. What a goal. Anton Stach. Oh my damn. Anton Stach, eat your heart out. Straight off the bench. Straight off the bench, I come on, I go to the toilet, I come back, and Anton Stach is just there. I mean, I didn't have time to actually see it. I just saw the player cutting in from the left-hand side. So I thought, oh, that's Gabriel Goodmanson. Absolutely rifles it home. I was like, damn, I didn't know he had it in his locker. Shows the replay. It's bloody Anton Stach, mate. What a midfielder. What a player. What a goal. Leeds United are back in the driving seat. Leeds United won. AC Milan 1. Let me go for another one. Have we scored again? No, we haven't scored again. It is 1-1 Leeds Milan. I tried it again, tried the luck, but the luck was not cooking for Leeds United that time. What a flipping goal, though, man. What a goal, man. What a screamer. Anton Stach. Mate, Leeds' midfield next year is cooking, man. Stach, Longstaff, Tanaka. Interesting changes we've made as well here. Here's Byram on the right-hand side. Gives it to Aronson, who looks off the pace. But he wins it back, actually. Fair play to Harrison. Aronson, not Harrison. Aronson. And that is it. Damn. So Sam Byram came on for Isaac Schmidt. Jack Harrison on for Ethan Ampadu. Nemetra on for Piro. And Brendan Aronson on for Dan James. So it looks like we are playing. And Gruev on for Tanaka. So Gruev is going to take Tanaka's place. Harrison for Ampadu. So Brendan Aronson is probably going to pick up that role. We're going to have a two-man, three-man. We've got Stach, Longstaff, and Gruev in there. Aronson in the wide areas, is it? Yeah, Aronson playing right wing. Interesting. Gruev for Tanaka. Harrison for Ampadu. And Longstaff, well, yeah, they must have messed this up. Longstaff for Ampadu. And Harrison for Dan James. Wait. Is Jack Harrison even on the pitch? I think FOTMob has messed this right up because Jack Harrison doesn't appear to be on the pitch for me. What's your thoughts on Harrison? We need to get rid, man. We need to get rid. There's too much bad faith with him and the fans. There's too much going on in terms of his career. His performances haven't quite been good enough, and it's just as simple as that. Who would you like to use in Leeds' midfield three this season? I would like to use Tanaka, Longstaff, and Stach. That would be my midfield three. But I feel like he's going to put Ampadu in there. I feel like he's going to put Ampadu in there. Gruev. Stach. Nemetra on, not Harrison. Yeah, Nemetra is on. But for some reason, it says Nemetra's come on for Joel Piro. And Jack Harrison has come on for Ethan Ampadu. So, not sure what FOTMob are doing there with that one. Keith Wilby, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace a beautiful game. Leeds United absolutely battering AC Milan in the second half. They haven't had a sniff. They have not had a sniff. Before the changes and after the changes, Leeds United in vast control of this game right now. It is ours for the taking. Nonto flicks it in. Can we get Ramazani on the pitch, man? Can we get Ramazani as Statch gets fouled there? Statch again fouled. Echo, XRP lover. What do you mean Echo? Tanaka, Statch, and Amps for you. So Longstaff on the bench. Damn, Longstaff on the bench. As we hit 3,000. Oh, man, you guys with the likes. Damn, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, what do you mean Echo XRP lover? What do you mean by that? Ramazani on the left or Nonto? Ramazani starting for me. Best player in the side. Best player in the club. In my opinion. Ramazani would be starting every day of the week for me. Still think Phillips will be back too. Shut your phone off, Echo. My phone is off. My phone's not making any noise right now. Nonto drills the shot and it is well wide of the target. No echo here. Completely agree. Glad there's no echo over there. As Nonto again touches, spins and drills the shot well wide. Well wide of the target there by Willie Nonto. Here are the three extra changes for Leeds, though. Jack Harrison, Ramazani, and Jacobijo all ready to come on. Pardon me, sorry. That was really, really bad, sorry. Statch, what a player. Oh, what a player indeed. So, strike is off for Jacobijo. Jacobijo. Personally, I believe that Ramazani, Nonto should be starting wingers and Dan James as a sub. I agree. I 100% agree with you on that one, actually. I do 100% agree with you. Great minds think alike. Goodmanson is off for Harrison. So Harrison going to be playing left back or a change of formation in the offie here. And Ramazani on the left wing position. Interesting to see how this one works out. Maybe that's why we're keeping Harrison around, to see if he can feature as a left back or left wing back. "75 minutes on the clock. James, our best winger. That's fair enough. Last year, he was up there with Solomon, definitely, for best three players of the season. Solomon, Tanaka, Dan James. The question with Dan James is, can he make that step up to the Premier League? Today, he wasn't phenomenal against AC Milan. Was, again, not quite the player we saw in the Championship for Leeds. But, you know, you have to give him time, obviously, and he's definitely one of Fark's favourites, so he's going to get a lot of game time, and he will be starting. I do believe our starting wingers will be Nonto and Dan James, even though I would much rather have Ramazani starting than either of them, really. I think Ramazani is criminally underrated by Daniel Fark, in my opinion. You're naked watching this. Damn. Well, thank you very much for that information. Thank you very much. String looks a bit unbothered. I think he knows he's going to. String? Who's String? James and Ramazani all day for you. Wouldn't be no mad at that one either, as long as Ramazani's starting me. That's what I care about. I think that guy's our best player, man. Oh, Pascal Stroik looks a bit unbothered. You think he knows? I don't think he looks unbothered. I don't think he's going anywhere. Stroik is not going anywhere, in my opinion. He's just gone off for Jacobijo. I think he's actually had a good game today, Stroik. He's had a good game, in my opinion. Here's Harrison, bursting down the left-hand side. Gives it to Ramazani. Ramazani got space to run now. He's got Jack Harrison overlapping. Gives it forward to Nemetra instead. Decent try there. Decent attempt. The ball was a little bit too heavy for Nemetra to get on there. Get on the end of it. But it was a good ball by Ramazani. I like the idea behind it there. Took a gamble. Took a risk with the ball. Didn't pay off. Could he have done better? Could have done way better. But he took a gamble. So fair play to him. Listen, mate, with this performance against AC Milan, you know, a lot of these players in the Serie A, the strikers we've been targeting that want moves to AC Milan and other clubs, etc., and are refusing Leeds. Maybe this could change their idea. Leeds win the ball up high up the pitch with Statch again. Statch is everywhere today, mate. Statch is my man of the match so far. That goal has definitely put him up there, and his performance all round, he's been covering so much grass there today. He's been phenomenal. Terrible ball by Longstaff, though. Really, really poor ball by Longstaff. I think Milan's going to make a comeback. No. I think Leeds have got this game. We just need to get the win now. Well, the game is there for the taking for Leeds. We have battered them for now the majority of the game. I thought it was a very even first half. Maybe you'd give the edge slightly to AC Milan, but second half, AC Milan have done absolutely nothing. They've got a lot of their better players on the bench who might be coming on right at the end here. Luka Modric and Rafael Leao, two of those players in question, warming up on the sidelines. Now, if Leeds aren't to capitalise here, and they do bring their top players on, this could be a bit of a risk here. You think Milan's going to make a comeback? Nonto as 10 and Rama and James out wide is my shout. So you'd be dropping one of Tanaka, Statch or Longstaff to do that, though. You have to bear that in mind. Also, Nonto for a 10 just doesn't cook for me. He doesn't cook. I know a lot of people rate him very highly in that position, but he just doesn't cook for me. Leeds now. Ramazani and Jack Harrison actually further forward than Ramazani on that left-hand side. Ramazani, not the best ball over to right back. Final ball, the second time here, his final ball has kind of let him down a little bit here. Now, Ramazani's playing very centrally here. Very centrally indeed. Statch is almost playing left back. Jack Harrison is very wide on the left-hand side of the pitch. And Ramazani is central. Like an inside forward. Like this is looking very three at the backish to me. With Harrison as left wing back and Ramazani as an inside forward. Now Harrison drops deeper. Here's Ramazani now. Can he drive it down the line well? Stands up his man. Drives it down very, very well. Tries to get the cross in. It's blocked, but it's a Leeds United corner, and that's what I'm talking about. Good run there. Good run by Ramazani and decent ball into the box. Your thoughts on Lucas Perry? Is that a good game today? Made the saves he needed to make. Claimed the ball when he needed to, but hasn't been too tested today. Hasn't been too tested. Shouldn't have bought Longstaff. You don't rate Longstaff. Oof. Yeah, squad depth, exactly. I rate Longstaff. Don't get me wrong, there's no Anton Statch. Anton Statch is looking fucking absolutely generational right now. Oh, outside of the area. Ramazani poises it for a volley. Gives it to Jack Harrison instead. Out to the left-hand side. Statch again. This Jack Harrison now swings in a shit ball. And it's over. And it's a goal kick. That is a terrible cross there by Jack Harrison. Longstaff is a good player and a good signing. I agree with you, mate. Ramazani's going to be a star this year. Hopefully. Listen, man, his final quality on the balls hasn't been there. He earned us a corner. The cross wasn't the best, but it still earned us a corner. The through ball wasn't the best, and that ball across the channel there. But he's only been on the pitch 5 minutes, number one. And number two, the fact I'm talking about this much, and the fact he's already been getting in those positions to misplace those passes or to try those passes in the first place, is why I want him on the pitch. Because he creates stuff. He creates stuff, and if you give him enough game time, he'll get a lot more quality in the final third. He'll be hitting his flow state more. Look, Matt, he just has quality on the ball. He's changing the pace of Leeds United's attack here. He's a lot more direct than both Nonto and Dan James have been in this game. And definitely more direct than Aronson's been when he's come on. Bang, bang, boogie. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Leclerc, Charles. Our midfield is going to be really good. Hard for other teams to break down through our midfield. Got to agree with you there. Got to really agree with you. Our midfield is our strongest part of our team right now. As they say, games are won and lost in the midfield. So I'm glad that we've really bolstered up our midfield well here as Nemecha challenges his man perfectly and absolutely clatters him to the floor. Good challenge by Nemecha there. Not really doing much in the attacking sense, but that was a good challenge at least. And here comes some changes for AC Milan. It is none of the big hitters. Wow. None of those big hitters. They're being saved for Chelsea, it seems. Saved for Chelsea. Have the Ballon d'Or winner Joel Perot. Ramazani is the sheer reason for half of our attacks when he's on the pitch. I agree with you. 100%, mate. 100%. AA! Thank you for the 5 roses. Wow, W's in the chat for AA. Appreciate ya. Thank you so much. Double A9 skills. Man of the match, Schmidt. Andy Rowe. Woo, interesting one. Interessante. Andy. Andy, how you doing, my man, Andy? How you doing? I'd be giving it to Statch, to be honest with you. Oh, was Statch's goal good? You can't watch it on holiday as you're on holiday, Haroldinho? It was world class. It was world class, mate, is what it was. Opens up his body, edge of the 18-yard box, and absolutely rifles it home. Rifled it bottom corner. Beautiful goal. Beautiful, beautiful goal. He's got one heck of a strike on him, does Statch. It's not just his large stature in the middle of the midfield that led Leeds to signing him. His quality on the ball cannot be underestimated. He's also got a lot of fitness. He's covering a lot of ground in that midfield there. Really a presence in the challenges as well defensively for Leeds. He's a real top player. Come on, Leeds. Big cross into the box, headed up, and flicked onto the crossbar by Lucas Perry. What do you mean, any news for Jack? What do you mean by any news for Jack? Where can you watch it on, Freddie? LUTV. Where do you think we're finishing this season? Top half. Top half. If we make the signings that I believe we will sign, top half. Bogle out for 6 months. Yeah, he's going out till Christmas, I'm reading. Which is why we definitely need another fullback. Good defensive work by Gruev there. Who's been, pretty much pushed out of the side here through the signings we've made. But, still getting some game time, still getting some minutes under his belt. And he's got a lot to prove if he wants to keep his position in the side. Which is always good. Always good to incentivize players through competition. Robert Midgley, your favourite viewer. Well, good to have you here, Robert Midgley. Good to have you here, Robert Midgley, my man. Good defences, good positives to take away from pre-season. Defence still looks good and shaky at times. Worries at me. Yeah, I think we need a little bit more quality in our defence. Because as we've seen here with Milan, we can play very well, defend well for most of the game. But you give these sides a half a sniff in front of goal, they will punish you. They will, and that's what you have to expect in the Premier League as well. Well, I wouldn't use that word, Paul. Wouldn't use that word. That's a bit harsh, mate. Personal level, I got nothing against the guy. I don't wish any man ill will, and I don't have hatred in my heart for anyone. I don't like the way he's gone about things after leaving Leeds, but yeah, I don't hold any ill will against him. Double A with the hat and the moustache. The moustache and the hat. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you, my bro. Appreciate you, man. That is so kind. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for Double A. You're seeing who later, Andy? Bogle. You're seeing Bogle later. Are we linked with any strikers, Callum? Quite a few. It's just a matter of whether we get them done. Taremi seems to be the strongest one right now, but I hope that's just an extra body into their side, not our main striker, though. Double A, 40 roses. Are you shitting in my cereal right now? Wow. Oh, my days. Double A. W's for you, man. What a game. Marshall, no Mathers. What the Sigma is going on here, my man? Lovely ball forward. Nemecha. Fuck me. What is that, mate? 51 whole damn roses. Guns and roses. Marshall. Marshalling the midfield. Marshalling the chat. Like, Statch is marshalling the midfield today, one might say. What a geezer, mate. W's in the chat for Marshall. For Marshall as well. Oh, my days. Thanks so much, my guy. News on Dovbyk. No major updates as of yet on Artem Dovbyk. Well, as of this morning when I did my latest South Stand signings. Latest updates on all Leeds United news, of course. Check them out on the channel. South Stand signings on the YouTube channel. Made a video just before this game. And I don't presume there's been any major updates during this game that I've seen anyway. So if you are intrigued as to the latest goings on around the world of Leeds United, then check out the latest South Stand signings later. Well, after this game in about 5-10 minutes time. As Harry Gray gets ready to come onto the pitch here. Come on, Harry Gray. Steal a winner, mate. Steal a winner, Harry Gray. Anton Statch is off. Ooh, risky one. Risky one. WF7 Lewis shared the live. Oh, appreciate you, my man. That actually helps a lot. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, Lewis. Last 2 minutes of regulatory time here. 1.5 minutes. Flick through to Ramazani by Nemecha. Unable to get on the end of it. Leeds United again controlling the entirety of the ball here. We can win today. What do you think of Joseph, JT? Honestly, I think it's poor form from him. Yeah, it is, man. It's a little bit of sour taste the way he's gone. You know, you never know what's going on behind the scenes. As he said, he'd like to share his story one day. So, you know, I'm not going to chastise him too much until I've heard his side of the story. You know, there's 3 sides to every story. Your story, their story, and the truth, which lies somewhere in the middle of both. But, yeah, I definitely think Joseph is a top player and one for the future. He's gone out on loan, so I hope he has a great campaign over there. I think all Leeds fans should hope he has a great campaign over there, because it means even if we do get rid of him, we'll get more money for him. And if he does perform really well, maybe he can make his way back into the side. Stranger things have happened. I don't think he's left in a similar way to Harrison, but, you know, it's not the best the way he's gone down. But, you know, on a personal level, I hope he does really well. What do you reckon for staying up? I think Leeds will stay up, Macduff. I do. I think Leeds and Sunderland will both stay up, to be fair to you. Leeds should buy Cam. Aronson, yeah, well, we're looking for a Cam. El Khanous is the one that Leeds United are targeting right now. Oh, Majewski, thank you for the Majkowski, or Majkowski. Thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate ya. Gav, welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers that have created a beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome in, my brother. AC Milan now on the ball. Flick it out to the left-hand side. We are in the 90th minute now. The 90th minute of the game. Is the game going to end, or are Leeds going to steal a winner here? AC Milan just passing it around the back now. I do believe this game might end 0-0 right about now. You subscribed and liked the video. Thank you, Paul. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers. Have a great, beautiful game, a.k.a. the Bloodline. Welcome, Paul, man. Good to have you here. Stoppage. Doesn't say how much stoppage time there is. Does not say how much stoppage time there is. And the way these preseason games have been going, they just haven't been doing stoppage time. I'm surprised they haven't called the game yet. There's a decent chance by AC Milan. They're almost stealing one right at the end after getting battered for the entirety of this second half here. 2 minutes, is it? 2 minutes. LUTV aren't showing me anything. But 2 minutes is what is being reported to me by you guys. I'm, of course, not listening to match commentary. So here we go. 1 minute left then for Leeds to win it. Nemecha flicks it on to Harry Gray, but unable to get there is Harry Gray. Nemecha, good pressing again. It's one well high up the pitch by Leeds here. It's Harry Gray in the final third. Harry Gray shuffling around and too hesitant there. Harry Gray, too hesitant. Lack of experience perhaps, and unable to get a good cross in. It's gone out now for a Leeds throw-in. Sam Byram has come up to take it. If it is 2 minutes, there are 32 seconds left. 30 seconds left, 29 seconds left, 28 seconds left for Leeds to win this now. 25 seconds left. Last attack of the game, you would expect. As Byram launches a long throw-in, it's dealt with by the Milan defender. Harry Gray pulled down. That could be a penalty there. It's whipped in and is dealt with again. Byram's cross not good enough. And is that a corner? Leeds have a corner. Last kick of the game corner. Could we steal it here? Ooh, here we go. JT, Andy, Jones, Andy! Welcome in, my brother. Good to have you here. Who's scored for Leeds, buddy? Anton Statch. Absolutely rifled one into the bottom right-hand corner. Absolutely rifled it in there. Smashed it in the bottom right-hand corner. Great finish by Statch. Here we go. Big corner in. Yeah. It's cleared away and it's full time. That is it. Leeds United 1. AC Milan 1. Full time. What a game. Good game of football, man. Leeds very well served for that. Leeds should have won it, man. Should have won that game, in my opinion. Very good game. Very positive signs from Leeds United there. Very, very positive signs indeed. But definitely some holes that need to be filled in that Leeds United squad. Some extra quality that needs to be sprinkled in to our attack. Definitely, we need a little bit of extra quality in there. Brother went to the game, said it's cracking atmosphere, sell out for a friend. Oh, yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. I've heard the same things, man. Hope he enjoyed himself out there, man. Take that, unbeaten preseason. Great prep for the Prem. Exactly. Just got to hope we carry that form over into the Prem. You know, stay unbeaten for the whole year. Win every game. Leeds are now proving they can challenge the best of the best. Almost. Now, that wasn't the full strength AC Milan side. A couple of their better players out. So, yeah, but almost. We're almost there, I'd say. A couple more signings and we'll be there. Yeah, just need a little bit of extra quality in our attack. But anyway, guys, that has been an absolute pleasure. As I said, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest Leeds United news going on, then check out my latest South Stand signings. For now, though, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters. South Stand signings on the channel. Check it out. I uploaded it a couple of hours ago. So if you want to stay up to date with everything, check that out right now. Thank you guys so much for the support and the love again. It's been phenomenal to speak to you guys again. For now, though, I'll see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.